Okay. Mild case of tinnitus. So we got put through electroshock therapy, apparently. Alright, so that was pretty horrific. What are we supposed to do now? There's a letter on
7th
this table.
September 1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all the other filth. Crazed, she hears voices. They order her about. She says she heard children singing. They were imprisoned in a school. 20th January 1939. Mutistic, groggy, pays no attention to anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. 1st June. Apathetic, eats very little. She refuses to be touched. Doesn't respond. Passes her time in the park. The cooks report that she sits on a bench in front of the kitchens. 14 October. Impulsive once again. This morning she asked for 2 eggs to make zabaione, but the moment she was given them, she threw them away. Excited, uproarious, slightly confused, she strips off. 8th December. Tied to bed for 15 days. High-spirited, tends to make witty comments and use vulgar words, laughs hysterically, masturbates. The nurses report that about 2 weeks ago she remained in the showers on her own and didn't want to leave. They report that when they took her away, she swore at them and then hit out at them and bit them. 2 nurses had to be treated for their injuries. Since then, they've kept her tied to the bed. Transferred to the semi-agitated ward, from the care of Dr. B to the care of Dr. C. I was with Amara in the showers. My memories terrify me. They're not real, are they?
Whew. So Amara might not have even existed. Yeah, they're just a figment of my imagination. What reality are we referring to? And memory is what you are, whether it's real or not. Huh. These are all kind of true. I don't know what to say. Again, like, this will just break her more, so not a good idea. I think I'm gonna go with C.
15th December. Dr. C.
Memory
Patient
is what
notes.
you are, whether it's real or not.
The abnormality of her psychic state has induced her to lead a life which is irregular and tends towards delinquency. A fickle and flighty character, she abandons her household duties at intervals and dabbles in occasional prostitution. Delinquency? Maybe I answered someone back rudely. Yeah, at times they get on my nerves, but delinquency? And the prostitution? No, why? Why say a thing like that? The old doctor tried to understand, but this one just brands you without even understanding, or even trying to understand. Her mental deficiency makes her deaf to the reprimands of her family. She has shown suicidal tendencies. She was brought to the ward yesterday, agitated and vociferous, treated with cortisol, 2 injections a week for 5 weeks. They were only trying to confuse us with the therapy and, my God, they managed. It was as if they wanted to instill the madness into us.
They were the only therapies that could be used. There were so many of you, what could they do to manage that hell when there were so few of them? The end justifies the means for those who have the power. So, this is pretty much just confirming schizophrenia is a thing that happened. There were so many of you. Or it might just be referring to all the different patients. Well, alright, B is their job. So, I mean, I guess let's go with A.
It was torture.
Because
but we
sanitary was
couldn't
all they
refuse
knew
it.
was
No
cutting
one
edge
explained
stuff at the
anything to
time.
us. No one tried to make us understand. We were like animals on a stock farm.
You were too many and they were too few. It was impossible to do otherwise. The also had their nightmares within the walls. They didn't know what to do with you. You were damned souls, dangerous, who ought to have taken care of you. These are pretty much all just saying the same thing, aren't they? Except for this one, which is like more condemning.
2nd June. After a long period of calm and improvement,
As
the
it's so
patient
with
is very
A.
agitated today and vehemently refuses to submit to a gynecological examination. She swore and cursed those who generated her, flailing her arms and hitting out. The patient, according to reports by Dr. B, has been subjected to periodic checkups since she had a spontaneous abortion about 2 years ago in her 3rd month of pregnancy. Conception occurred after she had sexual intercourse with a stranger who sneaked into the hospital park. As detailed in the charges filed at police headquarters in Volterra, a copy of which is attached to these clinical notes. ES therapy. Spontaneous abortion? It's not true, I'm certain. How could I have invented things if I didn't even know what they were doing to me?
Huh. So, now I'm not sure what to believe. Like, it could have been the rape or it could have been that thing in the park. It really happened. They made you abort, but it was illegal, and so they had to write that it was spontaneous. That's a lie. What is written here might be false or the wrong way of looking at things. Perhaps Renee really did know. You can't be certain. You know that, don't you? So, this is like the logical thing. I'm kind of... like, this might be a horrible thing to say, but I'm kind of inclined to believe the reports more.
And the stranger in the park? I don't remember. Was it another invention?
I just let's go with
or
A.
another memory removed? God, my head!
Who knows? We'll never know. There are a lot of things you don't remember, as if you hadn't done them. It wasn't you. Perhaps it was her, the other Renee. You know she did those things. Alright, so that's just kind of like playing along with the delusions. I want to do that one.
13th June. The nurses report that after having received her mother's letter, she fell into a state of great mental confusion. She threw her soup over another inmate because she was very anxious, and she punched a nurse. Impulsive, lashes about her. She rails against the doctor in vulgar terms while he is examining her, lashes out and spits. Block all correspondence so as not to give the patient further reasons to become agitated. 20th August, tied to bed. The nurses report that the patient becomes highly agitated after the visit of a relative or family friend. Even 2 days later, she still shouts ceaselessly that he commands her, that she must obey and harm herself, and that she is not Charlotte. All visits forbidden, constrained to bed and intensification of ES therapy until we achieve results. Calm down, you've got to be calm. Don't get agitated, we'll make you calm down. That's the only thing that matters? Is tranquility worth the price of not living?
Huh. Hundreds of us, agitated, squeezed into the most inadequate of spaces. Staying calm was essential for our well-being. What alternative was there? In any case, it was a life not worth living. Certainly not, but in that manner, from the exterior, everything seemed more acceptable. Huh. Well, I'm not doing B. Certainly not, but in that manner, from the exterior, everything. So, from the outside, like, to another person, it seemed like being calm was better, but in the truth, it's not, is what that's saying. So this is saying being calm is better than not living life to the fullest. This is saying that's not worth it, but it looks like it is.
Alert,
so
correct attitude, replies when questioned.
C.
The nurses report that the patient is calm. She washes and looks after herself. She affirms the existence of a certain Amara. She says that Amara is a patient who disappeared when she was moved to this ward. No confirmation. Probably a regressive hallucination. Evaluate transfer. Amara invented by me? That's not possible. She was there. I know she was there. I feel it. She must have left traces somewhere.
Okay, so that was kind of a doozy of a note. And I'm inclined to believe, like, pretty much everything it says. Because, like, over the course of the game, we haven't exactly proved ourselves to be, you know, mentally stable, especially when it comes to reality.
We can try and find her medical records in the archive
the
where the
rotating
letters from her mother
hallways
were
and everything.
found.
Alright, so also apparently I made a mistake when I said that Amara was a doctor. Wait, we weren't here when we read that letter, were we? We were in the archives. Or am I dumb? I guess I'm dumb. Now I feel confused. Alright, so our next place to go is the archives, but wait, where were the archives? Man, I'm just like, we were never here. This is a new area. At least I think it is. Wait, no, this is a laundry basket I was hearing music from. Like, is it just me or is everything, like, different? Like, these are the showers. No, they're not. I guess I'm just having, like, a mental breakdown right now. I don't remember this room, though. I can sit in this chair and stare at the walls. So great. Yeah, I definitely... Was this door just locked, maybe? And that's what's confusing me? Because, yeah, I remember... Wait, no, I don't. Yeah, this is all different. Yeah, it's a... And that... There was a woman who hung herself right there, and everybody's just going around like nothing happened. I have no idea what's going on. And there's like this droning noise going on. It's staying louder as we keep on going. Alright, so I think the archives were at the end of this hallway down here. I might be wrong, I probably am, but are these rooms different? No. Yeah, there's that. Man, this stutter is killing me. Come on now. Alright. Alright, so we're looking for Amara in this room. Was Amara our last name?
Amara B., age 32.
Oh yeah, that's why this door stayed open.
Mother of 2 daughters, married to Mario B. So Amara exists then, yet she had no children. She wasn't married, but that photo, it's her. 3rd June 1936. Admitted yesterday. She shows signs of improvement. 10th June. Jolly, calm, tranquil. She behaves well, keeps herself tidy and clean. Discharged 8th June. 28th April 1937. Arrives, brought by her husband, in an anxious and nervous state. Has difficulty speaking, trembles. Discharged 14th May. 8th March 1938. A few days before Renee was admitted, she told me that she had also been admitted shortly before. Arrived yesterday in a febrile state. Discharged 14th March. She didn't leave. Certainly not after so few days, no. June 22nd, 1939. Readmitted. Once more the patient shows rapid improvement. Discharged 2nd July. 1st August, 1941. Umpteenth admission due to agitation. Discharged 27th August. She came and went, stayed there only for short periods, but I remember her always with me. What's happening? 4th March 1942. Here once more, the same situation. 8th March. Compared with previous admissions, the patient seems depressed even after a few days, although she bears herself well and is attentive. Discharged 25th March. 2nd April. The patient is distracted and apathetic. Her husband brought her because she doesn't eat, doctor. Sleeps all the time. I'm so worried, doctor. You know her. You can help her. 6th April. Tuberculosis. Patient transferred to Marigliano Pavilion in isolation. 3rd May 1942. Death due to tuberculosis. About 8:30. Is Amara dead? Poor dear friend, I wasn't even able to say goodbye to you. Enclosed is a manuscript written by the patient, probably delirium. I'm dying, I know it. I'm losing lots of blood, also internally. It's strange, since I came back in here I can't think of anything other than that little girl with her sad eyes, her desperation. I only saw her for a short time, true, but she remains in my heart. Will she still be here? I hope to God not. I hope she's better and her mother's taken her home. My memories don't correspond. What's the point of this? Perhaps my memory is deceiving me. The things are not as I remember, as I see them. But she said she liked me. Really, I can't understand it. I just want to say goodbye to her for the last time. I never even said goodbye to her. How could a soul survive in this hell? I wish to feel things again. Pain, passion. Once again feel the tears wetting my face. Remember to have lived.
Okay, so now we're back outside. This is a different area than we've been before. Not that I know, runoff out into the fields. So, let's see what's in here. It's a graveyard. Maybe this is where Amara is buried. Not in the tombs.
I can't be sure it's Amara's.
Alright, so we gotta find a directory or something.
These crosses are nameless. How will we ever know whose they are? There are no names. We were worth nothing. In death as in life. If there was someone out there who cared for you, well, perhaps. I had Mom. Let's go and wait for her. She'll come and get us. She promised.
Can't see inside that car. So let's go inside, see if we can find a directory or something. Lots of candles. They're all lit too, which means that somebody's been here recently. Or relatively recently, at least. I don't see anything useful in here, though.
Let's wait for Mom in the waiting room.
Alright, so we have to go to a waiting room. Is it gonna be back out this way, or did I miss a door inside here? No, no doors, so I guess it's gotta be back out. Nice day out. Where are we? Alright, it's probably not gonna be out that way, and I'm not gonna go running off.
Mom will come. She'll come. She promised and will come to get us. She'll take us home. Now I understand. I won't misbehave anymore.
Like, even with all the problems I've been having, this is like a really beautiful game when it wants to be, and a really ugly game when it wants to be.
I must always concentrate on nothingness. Otherwise I get confused and I'm afraid I won't be able to find my way back. Any thoughts upset me in an incredible manner, which I'm not able to cope with.
Okay, I must have missed this path thing going up
I'm
here.
afraid of myself, of what I might do when I get confused and don't remember.
Alright, here we are. Here's the greenhouses. Does this mean I could have gone out that way earlier? I hope not. Alright, or is this a different pair of greenhouses? Oh, what's the sign say? Campo Santo, Volterra, Charco, this way.
There are
Awesome.
some hurts which I'm not aware of.
Hopefully I can just go back in through the front. Oh yeah, here's the playground.
Which
Alright.
caused me the greatest embarrassment.
I know where I am now. Like, for definite.
I only wish I could close myself away in a shell, in my little corner. See no more, hear no more, no longer exist. Mom, take me away. I beg you.
This hole wasn't here last time. I probably could have gone through there, save some time, but might as well take the scenic route. Alright, so now we're going back through back in where we started. If the game will stop stuttering and tripping all over itself. And I guess this is the waiting room.
What if she's already been? If she's already gone away? Let's check in reception.
Is this reception? I thought this would be reception. Admissions is across the way. This is the waiting room. So where's reception? This is admission. Admissions might be the same thing as reception.
Miss, please send the following telegram to Ada T. Discharge of Renee T. impossible. Psychiatric evaluation negative. This is a sentence of life imprisonment. I can't spend all my life in here. I can't. It's a death sentence.
Renee, what are you doing? Put the scissors down. You don't gotta do this. Ah, shit. Not how's expecting the afterlife, but I mean I definitely do. It's pretty repetitive, so I guess this must be hell. I know the asylum is modeled off a real asylum. I wonder if this is modeled off a real school. As if it is, it's kind of scary. I mean, like everything's like weirdly proportioned. I don't know what to make of this. I can't turn around. Okay, fuck everything about this. Okay, so that hallway is not sealed off.
My schoolmates, when the light's there.
1 of 17. Alright, so I gotta find 17 of those. That's a lot of things.
Renee's kind to Don Gino, but he always frightens me.
Don Gino. Alright, well, I was not expecting this. Oh, here's another one. Alright, good. Here's 2.
I do a lot of bad things. I never tell anyone, but Mom knows it just the same.
Shh.
We learn so many things at school, and so we've got to go. How would we get on otherwise?
I really hope this is one of those things where it doesn't matter exactly where you go, because I'm going to get so lost in here. If there's 17 of these things to find, I'm never going to find all of them.
Don Gino knows everything. He speaks to God and he tells him loads of things.
Who the hell is Don Gino? Like, there hasn't been a Don Gino mentioned at all quite yet.
A cat enters my mouth and eats me up from inside. At least you can't see anything.
C with 3 E's. Okay, so it actually does matter which way we go, in which case, fuck me, because I'm going to get like 16 of these, and I'll never find the last one. Shit, I've already been here. And everything's getting dark. Fuck. Help? Anyone? Like, I'm pressing all the buttons and nothing's working.
What's happened? What kind of place is this? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. I might be dead. I can't get up. What's going on here? What's happening to me? There's no one here, yet these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Alright, so we're having a nice little bookends thing, I'm guessing. 2% loaded. That's just great. Just jumped up to 60 and then 100. I don't like this. Okay. So that was horrifying. What do we have here?
4th May, 1942. In the past, the patient had expressed suicidal intentions, never carrying out her intentions. Yesterday, she injured herself badly, stabbing herself in the stomach with sharp, pointed scissors. Sedated, restrained, and transferred to a restraining cell. 10th May. Transferred to the agitated ward for observation. Isolation, insulin shock therapy. 25th September. Positive response to treatment. She replies to questions and remembers what happened, but doesn't want to give explanations. She claims to have memory lapses, entire days about which she remembers nothing. She appears to be anxious and seeks reassurance. She fears to have done monstrous things in the periods about which she has no memory.
And now the door's open. Alright, so at this point, I'm like 98% sure that everything we're reading is true and that Renee is just kind of really messed up. Alright, this place looks like it got demolished, like a meteor hit it. Everything's falling apart. And overgrown even, so man, it's only been like what, since the 40s, it's 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like 70 years, well, in 70 years everything looked like this. Maybe you think somebody would have bought the property and torn it down by now at least though. I mean, it's pretty valuable. Or at least it looks valuable, unless people think it's like haunted or something, which it might be. I might be haunting it. That'd be kind of a cool twist. It's like we've been living here ever since everything got shut down. Everybody else went home, but we never left. Alright, so that entire side area over there was pointless. I don't have my flashlight anymore, so I must have lost it somewhere. Man, where am I supposed to go? Damn it. I must have missed something again. Well, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave this episode off here. Because like, I thought I was super close to the end of the game, but the way that things are going, I think I might have been wrong. So, maybe we'll see the conclusion to this story in the next episode. So, I will see you then. Bye!